Alright guys, so welcome back. Now we're moments away from kicking off a brand new week in these markets, and we just wrapped up another successful week in the markets. If you guys have been aligned to the plays that I speak about frequently on the channel, like a Macy's, like an AMD, like an Nvidia, but we're about to start a brand new week. It's an opportunity for me guys to drop some plays on your radar that are high up there for me, and I appreciate you guys for liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Before we get going, I want to give you guys some coverage on ticker symbol AAPL. That is Apple, right? Our play hit a fresh 52-week high at close of this year. But check this. The team over the Discord and myself, we entered call options on Apple at the beginning of this week. Now, those same call options by Friday this week, they're worth over 200%, right? So shout out to the team over at the Discord. I've lost count of how many of our option plays were over 200-300% by the time we wrapped up the week, all right? Macy's was, Adobe was, Micron was. So guys, if you haven't already, make sure you are joining our Discord, tapping in. We're about to start a fresh new week. It's going to be an action-packed one, and we've got about 40 days left this year, so you want to make sure that it counts, okay? So I'll see you guys on the inside. Now, Apple blasted up through 52-week highs because they announced they're going to start releasing that Apple car by 2025. That's big news for us Apple shareholders. We've been knocking on the doors of Apple for a long time now for them to do something to get that stock price moving. It's finally arrived. Now, there's levels to this when it comes to autonomous technology in these EV vehicles. We got level 3, that's like partial self-driving. That's where most of these manufacturers are right now. Then you've got high level autonomous driving, then you got fully autonomous driving at level 5. Apple is targeting level 5, so this is a big step up when it comes to that technology advancement with the autonomous driving capabilities, right? So big things lie ahead for us Apple shareholders who are in the play. This EV vehicle being launched from the company adds a whole new dimension to the company, and there are going to be several companies that will be encroaching on 5 trillion in market cap over the next couple of years. Apple will be one of them, right? So this Apple vehicle really will pave the way for them to double their revenues, double their market cap over the next couple of years. This is a company sitting on hundreds and billions of cash, okay? So they got to do something with it, and this is a good way for them to invest that cash to grow and scale their business, pleasing us as investors. Now, let's talk about the stock price movement. Currently standing $160. Guys, we are going higher by the time we close out this year. I'm expecting this one to be $165 to $170 by the time we wrap up this year. Now, as always, best entry on Apple is always to catch them on the pullback. They always come. We've been buying them on pullbacks right throughout this year. But this is one that is going higher, so shout out to you guys who are in the play with. Take a look at this. Ticker symbol MU, Micron Technologies, coming in at $83. Our plays on the rise. On Friday's session, it was up almost 8% at close. Now, Micron is a semiconductor play, so it's in the universe with a AMD and Nvidia, but Micron just focuses on the memory chip side of things, whereas AMD and Nvidia, they're more on the graphic processing unit. So Micron still has its place within the broader semiconductor space. Now, over the whole year, this thing has been sliding down, right? As Wall Street has just disregarded the play, even though they post up good numbers. And I've spoken to you guys about this one a couple of months back, but now the script has been flipped. The play is on the rebound, okay? Now the analysts have changed their sentiment towards the play, and we're seeing some positive moves up. It's currently standing at $83. Look at where the 52-week high is on this one, $95. This play has paved this way to climb up to 52-week high territory over the next couple of weeks, right? So this one should be on your watch list. What we've got on our hands here is a company that delivers these memory chips to some fast growth industries and verticals. We're talking the vehicle space. I just told you guys about Apple, and we're going to continue to see the technology being advanced with these vehicles. So they're going to need more and more sophisticated chips, and they're going to go to places like a Micron to get that, to basically provide those chips for the vehicles for them to function well. Also, communication industry, data centers, artificial intelligence, and then if we bring the metaverse into the equation, that just opens up the conversation, because we know the metaverse is going to be a 10 trillion and counting industry, right? So there's tons of addressable market for Micron to continue growing over the next couple of years. This is a business growing at like 20-25%. We can expect those levels moving forward. Now, the whole scare about Micron was the fact that those chip prices were due to come down because of the change in balance between supply and demand, right? More supply, less demand. that would cause that price to come down. But now, as I told you guys, the script has been flipped. We're still going to see very high levels of demand, and while supply is going to be easing, it still means their prices, they're going to stabilize and they can continue to pump out great profits as they've been doing over the last couple of quarters. So this is a play, it's a hot play for me right now. This one, again, told you guys, we hit great options on this one, but I'm expecting this one to continue climbing, to continue rising. Now, how do you attack a play like Micron that is on the move right now? What it's going to do is going to stair step its way up, guys. So it's going to have 1 or 2 days in that momentum run where you're going to see some red days. It might be down 3%, it might be down 4%. Those are the ideal opportunities to get in on the play. Right? When it steps down, before it makes a step up. You want to be strategic with this. We don't want to jump in after a massive green day just for it to come down a couple of notches. Get it on the red day, get a great entry, and then ride this one up. I'm expecting them also to do well when it comes to their earnings and deliver some good guidance as well. Elevating this one to that 52-week high territory and more before we wrap up the year. Check this out. This thing has got a price to earnings ratio, according to this platform, 13. If you compare that to any other semiconductor play out there in the market, which is growing fast, it's well below. So this play is right now, is playing catch up with the rest of the industry, the rest of the plays in the space, and they're going to continue to do so. Okay, this is one on a major rebound. It's at the early stages of that rebound, so it's an opportunity for you guys to make great returns on that momentum run. Ticker symbol DKS, we got Dick's Sporting Goods coming in hot at $138. About a month ago, I picked up about 300 shares in this, told the team over the Discord, right, they followed suit, so they're up great money in the play with me as it currently stands. But DKS has got its earnings next week, all right, it's a big week for the company, and that is on Tuesday, right, they're about to go on Tuesday morning. I'm expecting great things for the company. Now, retail earnings season has been all over the place, right, we've seen some companies do very, very well, like a Macy's, for example, like a TJX, for example, and you've seen some companies fall short, like a Foot Locker. Now, when it comes to retail stocks, guys, there's levels to this. Macy's is one of my high conviction plays, you guys know that. DKS is one of my high conviction plays. Crocs is one of my high conviction plays. So these companies, they have good handles over their supply chain. They've made it very, very clear. Right? That is what is knocking some of these retailers. It's that supply chain issue. DKS, they already expressed the kind of initiatives they got into place. Like they are literally taking trucks over to the ports to pick up stock and take it back to their warehouses, not relying on the brand like a Nike, like a Adidas, whatever, to actually deliver those goods to the DKS warehouse, right? They're doing that themselves. They're stepping in to ensure they're alleviating some of that supply chain pressure. So I'm expecting good things when it comes to their earnings, right? This is a company that's had no problem, fantastic track record of doing very well on its earnings. So this is a hot stock to watch on Tuesday. It's going to be a highly anticipated earnings season. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to making great returns in the play, right? Now, what we want to see is we want to see a shakeout before the breakout, right? So we want to see a dip on Monday morning. I want to see DKS drop down. It could be anything. Don't care what it is. I just want to see it drop on Monday so that what it can do is when they do deliver those results, they're going to be stellar earnings. We get that push, right? We get that push, we get that excitement, we get that movement up. Same formula that happened with Macy's. I want to see that play out again. Check it out with me. Ticker symbol MARA, got Marathon Digital Holdings coming in at $54. Now, a lot of you guys have been reaching out to me asking me about this one, given the wild swings in the price action we've seen, all right? Check it. On the last week, down about 30%. On the last 3 months, up 71%, right? So how do you guys navigate and tackle a play like this? Now, given the fact that we're seeing cryptos on a slump right now, we've seen trillions of dollars being wiped off the crypto market over the last couple of days. That's what is adding to the pressure on this play. Not only that, they went out and announced a offering, which always, you know, that dilutive nature can cause a sell-off. Okay, so you've got that dual effect going on with the play. But look at where it's currently standing, $54. No surprise it's come down to rest at that level, given that was a notable high that we saw earlier in the year, sometime in April. It was hovering around that mid 50s level. So right now this play is collecting, deciding if it wants to move up or down, and it can move up or down pretty wildly. All right, this is a volatile play. It's more on the speculative side. but there's always an opportunity to make money in these markets. And you guys have been asking me about this one. So how would I handle a company like this, a stock like this? One thing to note with Marathon is they are deploying these 100,000 miners over the next year. So what they're looking to be is one of the largest scale crypto miners out there in North America, and they're doing so. The execution of their plan is playing out very well right now. What you guys need to realize is this stock could move a lot higher than where it's currently at, and I do believe it will. At one point in time, we are going to be seeing Marathon closer to $100. Now, what might happen is it might move down to 40, it might move down to 45 before it makes a shift up to those types of levels in good timing, or it might see a rise from here. So right now, the play is almost at what I call an equilibrium level. So it's an opportunity to add lightly to the play. If it does dip down lower, you can buy back in and reduce that cost average. As a matter of fact, on Friday's session, we saw this up over 6% at close. So we know this one still has firepower behind it. So again, just keep this one on your watch list as we get ready to kick off a brand new week in these markets. All right, guys, that wraps up for this one. As always, on your way out, make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Also, check out the link down below to our Discord. Come and join in on the action. We are getting prepped to have another phenomenal week in these markets, and we'd love to have you guys over there. So as always, catch you guys on the next one.